everyone. In this video, I am going to explain about the introduction to income tax. Before entering into the topic, I would like to explain what is an income, what is a tax, and different types of tax that is prevalent in India. Income. Income is a way of remuneration received by a person for the service rendered by him. For example, salary, wages, profits and gains, etc. Tax. Tax is a source of revenue collected by the government for the betterment of the society. Tax has its origin in India from the king's rule itself. Kings used to collect the tax from the people, and this money is used for building dams, temples, etc. Even they used this money for war also. Then Britishers also levied tax on people. After independence, Government of India collects tax from the citizens for the welfare of the people. There are two types of tax that prevails in India. One is direct tax and another one is indirect tax. Direct tax is a tax that is directly levied on the assessee's income. Tax borne and taxpayer are one and the same. If an assessee has an income from salary, it is a taxable income, then he is responsible to pay tax. He pays tax directly from its income. For example, income tax, wealth tax, gift tax, etc. are few examples of direct taxes. Indirect tax. Indirect tax is a tax imposed on one person and it is paid by the another person. It is mainly imposed on purchase and sales of goods and services. Tax borne and taxpayer are different. Tax is levied on the manufacture of the product, but the tax is paid by the ultimate consumer who consumes the goods. Goods and service tax is an example of indirect tax. GST as subsumed sales tax, VAT, excise duty, custom duty, etc. Income tax. Income tax is an important direct tax. It is a most significant source of revenue for the government. Government needs money to maintain law and order, safeguards the security of the country from the foreign powers, and to promote the welfare of the people. It bridges the gap between the rich and poor. It is a source of mobilization of fund to the government. Income tax is a tax on income, gains or profits earned by a person. It is charged by the central government. The primary purpose of taxation is to raise revenue to meet huge public expenditure. Tax is imposed on persons according to the income level. The high earners are imposed on high tax through progressive tax system. This prevents wealth being concentrated in the hands of few rich peoples. Progressive taxation is followed in India. That means a person who earns higher income pays higher tax. Liable. The persons who are liable to pay tax is every person who are having a taxable income in the previous financial year are liable to pay tax in the current assessment period to the central government. The rates of the tax are applicable for the current period is paid by the assessee. The rates are specified as normal tax and a special tax, and it has been calculated for individuals, seniors and super seniors separately. Now I am going to explain about the brief history of income tax in India. In India, the tax was introduced in 1860 by Sir James Wilson in order to meet the losses sustained by the government on the account of military mutiny of 1857. In 1886, separate Income Tax Act was passed. This act was remained in force up to 1917. In 1980, a new Income Tax Act was formed and it was there remained same up to 1922. Then after 1922, further amendments was being carried out. In 1956, a law commission was set up to prevent the tax evasion. Tax evasion is nothing but the person who avoids to pay tax by using the frauds activities to pay the tax. So, law commission was set up in 1956 to prevent the taxes evasion. This committee submitted its report in 1959. Then in 1961, Income Tax Act was passed and it came into force with the effect from 1st April 1962. After that, further amendments has been carried out, but still now we are following Income Tax Act 1960. Assessment year. Assessment year means a period of 12 months commencing on the first day of April every year. The current assessment year commences from 1/4/2021 to 31st March 2022. Previous year. The year in which a income is earned is known as the previous year. The next year in which a income is taxable is known as the assessment year. So, for the current assessment year from 1/4/2021 to 31/3/2022, the previous year is from 1/4/2020 to 31/3/2021. If a new business or profession is set up on 15 September 2020, then the first previous year shall be from 15/9/2020 to 31/3/2021. Person. The person according to the Income Tax Act includes an individual, an undivided family, a company, a firm, an association of persons or body of individuals, a local authority, every artificial judicial persons not falling within any of the preceding subclauses. Assessee. Assessee means a person who is liable to pay a tax. He may pay any kind of tax, but if he pays tax, then he is known as an assessee. There are two types of assessee. The first one is deemed assessee and the second one is assessee in default. Deemed assessee. A person who is deemed to be an assessee for some other person is called deemed assessee. This type of assessee is not only responsible for the income but also responsible for the income of the other person to whom he acts as a representative. For example, for a minor, a guardian is a deemed assessee. For a non-resident, agent is a deemed assessee. For a deceased person with will, executor is a deemed assessee. And for a deceased person without will, legal heir or eldest in the family is a deemed assessee. This is nothing but a person who is responsible to pay tax on behalf of the other person is known as deemed assessee. Assessee in default. If any person fails to fulfill his duty or obligations, then he is termed as an assessee in default. For example, if a person who should submit a return of income fails to do so, then he is known as assessee in default. Then regarding the income, the following are considered as the incomes under the Income Tax Act: profits and gains, dividend, voluntary contribution, perquisites, special allowances, perquisites, lotteries, crossword puzzles, keyman insurance policy, subsidy grant. Then definite source of income, either it can be legally or illegally, regularly or periodically, weekly, monthly, quarterly and lump sum receipts, and the receipts received from outside the country, any form of money, temporary or permanent money, earned income but not received yet, reimbursement of expenses, pin money, disputed money, diversion, any amount with plus or minus amount, it's considered as a source of income. Next one regarding the heads of income. According to Income Tax Act, there are 5 heads of income. The first one is income from salaries. Second one is income from house property. Third one, profits and gains of business or profession. And the fourth one is capital gains. And the last one is income from other sources. Gross total income. Gross total income is an aggregate of all the 5 heads of income before making any deductions under section 80C to 80U. That is, gross total income is nothing but income from salary, income from house property, profits and gains from business, capital gains and other source of income. All 5 heads combined together is known as gross total income. Next one is total income. After calculating the gross total income, the assessee is allowed a certain amount of deductions under section 80C to 80U. So, total income is nothing but the taxable income, that is the gross total income, deductions under section 80C to 80U are carried out, then that income is known as the taxable income. This taxable income is rounded off to the nearest multiples of 10. So total income is nothing but gross total income minus deductions under section 80C to 80U. Now I am going to explain about the differences between the gross total income and the total income. Gross total income, as I said earlier, it is an aggregate of various heads of income. Total income is various heads of adding all the various heads of incomes and making deductions under section 80C to 80U. Gross total income is not rounded off. Total income is rounded off to the multiples of 10 rupees. Tax is not levied in gross total income. In total income, tax is levied. This is the taxable income that the assessee has to pay. Gross total income cannot be less than total income. Total income can be equal to gross total income or less than gross total income. Agriculture income is not included in gross total income, but agriculture income up to 5,000 rupees is exempted and above 5,000 rupees is included in the total income. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.